With Jamaine Ortiz. How you doing today, brother?
Doing good, man.
All right. Have you got a chance to kind of, soak everything in from your Lomachenko fight or not quite yet, man?
Uh, Little by little, I just kind of got back and just trying to get back into life a little bit. It was a long training camp, a long time just away from everybody, everything at back home. So just trying to slowly, after, recovering a little bit and just getting back into the motion of how I normally do things.
Gotcha. Now, just straight up, man, like when you heard the judges' scorecards, man, did you think that you were gonna win that fight? Do you feel like you did enough, man?
I do, I heard the scorecards and I'm like, yup, I got it. The last scorecard, that 117-11, I'm like, that's pretty wide for either of us, for me or and for him. I just thought that was real wide, and I thought I had it until I heard the new, and I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, you're obviously taking it really well, man. But especially with the 117, 111, does a part of you feel a little bit, maybe disrespected that, the judges had it so wide for him, man?
I don't feel personally disrespected because I understand the business of boxing and I've watched robberies before, so I don't take anything personal and I don't take that directed to me. I just take it as that's what happens in this game. Sometimes we've seen robberies before and we've seen crazy scorecards before, so it's nothing new.
In the first round, especially, you came out really on fire, man. You lumped up his eye pretty nicely. At any point in that fight, do you feel like you hurt him, man?
Um, in the fight, during the fight, no. I knew that I kind of I was strong, just from the sparring and stuff like that for him, but I didn't feel like there was a time where he was hurt. And then when I rewatched the fight and hearing other people saying, that I hurt him to the body, they was able to see that. And when I rewatched the fight, I caught him with a check hook coming in, and I kind of felt like he was out on his feet from watching the footage. But during the fight, no. But after rewatching it, I'm like, there's a couple times if I would have just picked it up and stepped it up and brought it to him, I could have got him out of there.
That kind of flows perfectly into my next question, man. Granted, you feel like you won the fight. Loma fought a lot of times in Madison Square Garden, and I was there watching it, and a lot of people were kind of booing that decision, man. What do you kind of feel like, just looking back, what do you think you probably could have did to, I guess sway the judges a little bit?
Uh, I could have, me being technically the challenger is tough because I had my title on the line,
Mhm.
and but him being Loma, me being, beat a champion, even though he's not a champion but former champion, I should have came in with that beating a championship mentality, beating a champion and winning those last few rounds, winning the championship rounds, and a little bit doing more of a dominating performance where I just kind of felt like I did enough to just win and not to dominate. So
Got
I felt like if I would have done literally just a little bit more in each round, because I never felt like he dominated it. Even the rounds that he did win, I don't feel like he dominated those rounds. I just feel like he just won them by being a little bit more active, not by really dominating me. So I just feel like if I picked up a little bit more action, a couple more combinations, just two or three, just really about a little bit, because I don't feel like he did so much more than me, I would have won.
Kind of looking back at it, man. I know you're really familiar with him, but was there anything he did that kind of caught you off guard in the championship rounds? Like you said, he came out really aggressive. I guess he felt that, he was down on the cards. But at any point, did he do anything that was kind of, a little surprising that made you say, "Oh shit, I didn't see that coming"?
No, well, his jab over my jab was just was good, was fast. He was timing it well, but it wasn't nothing that I didn't expect. You know what I mean? Like nothing that is not his style. It's what he does. So when he was catching me with his 1-2, was not something that I was surprised by. It was, it was his timing and he was catching on.
Gotcha. Now, like I said, I was there at the fight. After the fight, I got a chance to talk to a few of Lomachenko's team members. And they were telling me that, you put up a great fight, but some of them had it like 9-3 for Loma. Personally, I thought that was ridiculous, but that's what they were saying. What's kind of just like your response to, Team Loma saying that they won pretty clearly, 9-3, 8-4 the most, man?
Oh, they're gonna say what they're gonna say. My team's gonna say the same thing. So his team's saying they thought they won 8-4. I believe I won 8-4. So uh, you know, at the end of the day, the media and when people talk is just opinionated.
Absolutely, man. Do you think that, I mean, obviously Loma's gonna head into a fight with Devin Haney now, at least most likely anyways. Do you think that Loma shouldn't go into that fight and he should instead just give you a rematch, man?
Oh man, I would love a rematch. If he was to give me a rematch, I think that would be a more interesting fight for the fans. I think they'll be more interested in seeing that. And, if they really believe they won, let's run it back and see if he could win a dominating fashion or if I win in a dominating fashion. I know if I was to face him again, I'll take him out. I wouldn't let it go to decision.